the whole thing starts with chords. The chords tell you which scale you can play. If this is 1, this is 2, this is 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 1, and you can move that to any key. You can start on any note. That was an A, so you're playing the chords there in the key of A if you play chords with those root notes. If you start in C, you're playing the chords in the key of C. Play in G. So, in the key of A, that's at the 5th fret, 1, 4, and 5 are here. Here's 1. Count up to 4. 4 is here. Same fret as 1. And 5 is 2 frets higher. Here's a loop. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. So 1, 4, and 5, you can play either major or minor. That means either use your pinky at the same fret where you started 1, or use your pointer finger at the 1 note. So if you put your pinky, you get a sweet sound. It's more for like ballads and for, you know, happy sounds, you know? If you want to put your pointer finger on it, you get a much more bluesy rock kind of sound. That's much more for like... Sounds much more rock. But either of those scales work. Now everything repeats 12 frets higher. So if you're starting at the 5th fret here, you can also go to the 5th fret up above the double dots. That note, that double dot right there, is just like the fretboard starting over. Here's 3 and here's 5. So if we start at the 5th fret, 1 chord, you can go up to the 5th fret here. That's the minor one. That's the rock one. Pinky on that note, just like we did on there. It sounds sweet. Same as this. It's all the same notes, okay? Okay, so for other chord progressions, like that Nirvana thing you were hearing, this was the chord progression originally. It was starting at the 2nd fret. We're going to move that up into the key of A. So it started on 2, went down to open, went up to 5, and back down to 2. Those Roman numerals are 1, here's 7, so it was flat 7. Went up to, here's 3, so it was flat 3. Whenever you see the flat chords, flat 7, flat 3, flat 5, flat 2, flat 6, you're going to see those a lot. In rock, you use the minor pentatonic scale. It gives you more rock sound. So if we do that here in the key of A, starting on the 5th fret, here's the 1, here's the flat 7, 2 frets lower, here's the 1 again, and here's the flat 3 at the 8th fret. So you get this, 1, 2, 3, here's a loop. I'm starting the key of A. If I see flat chords, I'm going to put my pointer finger on the root. Or up the octave. This up here. Then you can do all those same licks. So if you have flat chords, you play minor pentatonic. That means put your pointer finger on the root. Is that cool? I'm making a video here. So. If you hear minor chords, like minor 6, if you see stuff like minor 6, minor 3, minor 2, 5, minor 6, here's minor 3, minor 2. So those, you put your pinky on the root. So I'm playing here today. There's minor 6. Put my pinky on that root. Or do it up here. Put my pinky on that. That's all the theory you need to know what scale to play. Now the next thing is to get the licks. So this lick sheet, pentatonic chord lick sheet, has all the moves that you're ever going to really see in everybody's playing. So let me just do a couple of the basic ones. I'll do a little chord progression here, maybe 1, flat 6, and flat 7. We're going to play over this thing. 1, 2, 3, 1, flat 6, flat 7. So I'm counting up to 6. There's 1, count to 6, and moving it down a fret. Counting up to 7, moving it down a fret. So here's our scale. Flat chord, so I put my pointer finger on the key down. Okay? The first set of licks is just bends on every string. You bend up, let it down, and go to the other note. Mix those up. Cool. All I'm doing is bending every string. Is that cool? Okay. There's a bunch more of these bends. There's unison bends on every string. On the third string, you can bend that and make it sound like your pointer finger on the second. Or you can hold it. Cool. Or you can do it at the octave. All those same first bends. Just one bend on every string. And I'm just, mixing up rhythmically a little bit. That's the same move everywhere. Okay? You have this other unison bend on the first string. You bend the note on the pinky on the second string and hold down that first string. So I'm just mixing up a couple of the simple bends. You can also do a bend hold. Bend the second string and hold the first string. You can hit that together. So I'm bending the 8, holding the 8. Same thing on the third string and the second string. Here, the scale looks like this. So I'm playing the ring finger on the third string and holding the pinky on the second string. So I have those unisons, those bend holds, and those simple bends. Here. Here's the bend holds. Here's the unisons. There's also like a couple of these really classic bends where you do a bend on the third string and then hold the second and the first string. So you get there's a little variation of that. It's on the sheet also. Bend. 5 and then 8. You can use those all over the place. This. Up here. Okay, one of the other things you do is do these like fast moves. The ones we did were you hold 2 strings and you hammer on the lower string. So if I'm hammering the third string, you hold that and hit the second string. You got any string. So here's the second string, and I'm holding the first string. So you can do it on any string. When you mix these together, you get long phrases. You can also do pull-offs like that. Hold these and pull off on the top string. The key is you use the notes that are in the scale, so your pinky on the string. Here you use your pinky in your pointer. Here you use your ring. Cool. You can also go from pinky to pinky here. So I'm doing pinky, pointer, then pinky. Just kind of rolling my pinky. You can hear it would be pinky, pointer, then ring. Because those are notes that are on the scale on that string. These are all on the sheet. There's another really classic one where you do hammer on pull off. You go to the next string. Those are the ones I marked on the sheet. Here it would be always using notes that are on the string. That's a 5, 7 on the third string, and 7 on the fourth string. On the next string it's 5 and 8, and 7 on the third string. Here it's 5 and 8 and 8. And you can do it up the octave. There's also the rolls where you take 2 notes on each string. So here's pinky on both strings, hitting both of those, just jumping across the strings, and going down to pointer. Here it would be 7 and 8. Because those are the notes in the scale. Here would be these, 7 and 7. I use those all the times with the bends like this. You see those rolls? That's all the stuff that we just did. And you're going to see that a good 80% of what you hear in rock soloing is just that stuff, nothing else. So we just did all of that in the first position. Now there's like the same types of licks up in the second position. So if you start here, that one ends on 8. You put your pointer finger on 8, and you have this little, that's 10, 8, 10, 8, and 9. You have all the same kind of licks, like you have the bends. There's a couple classic licks that are written on the sheet, this thing. So that's like if you're here, you're taking those last 2 notes and just going back and forth between them. And this little move that goes between the next sheet on the lick, or the next lick on the sheet, you kind of run from here and slide down into the first position. You can do it up here too. Not a frets there. And all the same things we did down here, like these fast moves, the little. You do those exact same things, and these are written on the sheet. You can go, or that would look like this, or this would look like this. The roll looks like this. So I have things like, has a little bend, little roll. So that's it. You can also, just for a little taste of other things you can do, you can combine those scales, like we were doing with the tapping. Here's your scale. Play the notes that are in this position. Some really flashy things. just those things, the things I marked out on the sheet and the things that were covered in that video, learn how to do those moves, you can play over any chord progression. You can play in any key. I wrote out the notes for each of the keys. Like here, A is the 5th fret, B is the 7th fret, C is the 8th fret, D is the 10th fret, E is the 12th fret, F is the 13th fret. And everything starts over. So like your 1st fret is F, 13th fret's also F. G is the 3rd fret, 15 is also G. Okay. So if you can memorize those notes, you can play any chord progression. And any of those chord progressions that we did with Roman numerals, and any chord progression in any song is just a Roman numeral progression. It's one of those really simple 1, 4, 5, minor 6, minor 3, minor 2, flat 7, flat 6, flat 3, flat 2, flat 5. Those things are going to be the basis of every chord progression in every song, every single song. And if you just get the chords, you know what scale you can play, because, you know, if you're playing 1, 4, 5, you can do major or minor. You can put your pinky or your pointer. If you're playing flat chords, you put your pointer on the root. If you're playing minor chords, you put your pinky on the root. Those are the basic guidelines. And every single piece of music you've ever heard, everything, every single thing that's ever been made in our Western music system is made up of those chords. If you can figure out what the chords are in the song, like we did here, that was only a simple 1, flat 7, flat 3. That tells you to put your pointer finger on that key and start playing. You can do it here, you can go to the second position, you can go up here, go to the second position, and play any of the licks, and that gives you a ton of stuff to work with. So like if I'm doing that, it's going to sound like this. Now I can go here. So that's it in a nutshell. You can get those licks learned, you can play over every chord progression, and you can do something that sounds good. You just got to get really good at those licks so you can put them together quickly and so they sound like phrases instead of just like words. Cool?